Alexander the Great. And first off, what's your thoughts on signing with Golden Boy Promotions?
I'm excited. It's been a long time coming, I'm happy to be under the Golden Boy Promotion, and, we're going to do wonders. I can have a good feeling about it.
And Richard Schaefer mentioned a bunch of different fighters. I mean, Paul Malnagi's here, but besides him, you got Marcos Maidana. You've got Lucas Matisse, who you already fought. I mean, the list goes on and on. Who would you like to fight out of their deep stable of fighters?
Anybody. I mean, that's a hard question because I'm a throwback fighter, and I'll fight anybody. Back in the day, they used to fight everybody. If you look at Sugar Ray Leonard, he fought everybody, from Chavez to everybody, Hearns, everybody. So you just never know, and that's how I am. I'll fight anybody, whoever you just named.
But you went from, I think, Urango to Kotelnik to Bradley to Matisse. There's no easy fights in there. I mean, have you ever thought about maybe just taking a little step back?
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about that, but, it's no point in me taking a soft touch, and that's not going to get me anywhere. But, Kevin knows what he's doing, I think he wants to get a soft touch first. You're right, but we'll just have to see what happens.
Devon, given the fact, that's something Ryan just mentioned. No one really has given you the credit that you fought relative to your ability. You fought very tough competition. Given the fact also that you were sucking a lot of weight. Do you think that you will ever get credit for that?
No, I mean, I don't think the best fighters even get credit for what they do, but. Mayweather doesn't get credit, for what he does.
I'm talking about fighting tough guys.
But but tough guys, I'm not going to get the credit I deserve at all. But that's okay, because I'm going to continue to work, continue to fight the best, and they'll recognize me in the end, So they'll look at my record and say, oh man, he fought some guys. Just like me and my coach was just watching Sugar Ray Leonard and Benitez, and we were saying that he fought a lot of people, a lot of the best. So. They'll have to see it later on in life,
Can you talk about your relationship with Kevin? I mean, like I was telling Kevin, I have a 92-year-old dad, and when I was in college, I was like rebelling, even though this guy taught me everything I knew, I was rebelling, and then eventually I came back to him. Can you talk about your relationship with Kevin? Start, beginning, has there ever been any rebellion? And in the back, how do you guys rectify things?
Well, when I first started boxing when I was 7, I used to try to go and play other sports, but he wouldn't let me. He's like, you got to stick to one thing and one thing only, which was boxing, because you can't go from one sport to the next. You never get good, or you never perfect your craft. So,
did you accept that?
Yeah, I did. I always listen to Kevin. I always listen to him, and I think that's why I'm in the position I'm in today. Because like you guys know, it was 30 guys in my camp, and I'm the only one left. So I listen to Kevin, and he's like a dad to me, and I just follow lead. You have to follow leadership when you're growing up in that type of environment anyway. So
when you say that's where you're at now, talk about your well-being in terms of you have a house, your family. Because a lot of guys don't have that.
I'm very well off right now because I listen. I stay dedicated. You can see from history time if you're not dedicated to this sport, or anything, being a lawyer or anything, it's not going to happen. So I dedicated myself to the sport, and now I'm, got way more than what I thought I have nowadays. I got a house, 2 cars. I'm just blessed. So I'm very thankful, and that's why I don't take anything for granted, because I know what type of position I got.
Are you still in the Detroit? I'm sorry, this St. Louis.
I'm kind of like 25 miles from the city. Very, very nice neighborhood. Very different.
When do you foresee yourself fighting on 47? Is there any?
In December. Yeah. In December, early January. But as you guys know, I've been struggling to make 140 for a minute.
Right.
And I've been fighting these guys 75%, 80%, so just imagine if I got all my strength, I think Urango was an okay performance, but I don't think I had everything, but just imagine.
So what do you think we'll see differently from you at 147 now that you're moving up and you won't have to kill yourself making weight?
My coach knows me, and he knows something ain't been right about my skill, and the difference between me fighting, you know, a couple years back from now. You know, he knows that I'm very much struggling to make 140. So the difference would be, you know, speed and movement. You know, you guys are going to see a lot of movement. You know, I used to be a good mover. You know, good. You know. Fast, you know, combinations. But now, you know, in my last couple fights, I've been kind of trying to hold a little bit in because of my legs and everything, and trying to.
So we won't see you at 148.
No, you won't. No,
It seemed like you kind of didn't have your legs for the whole fight. Like we normally see.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can go back and see my recent fights to now. You know, and my last couple fights. You know, it's been kind of hard to fight. Right 140. Right now, 158. Yeah, 158.
You look like when you. Go ahead.
I don't get too big. You know, I stay in the gym. So
when you fought Urango, I think that for me, when I saw that fight, I was like, wow, he can punch and he can box. But then when you fought Catalan, it seems like he's slapping more. And then when you fought Matisse, it seemed like even more.
Right. I agree. I analyze my performance at all times. And,
was that because of lack of energy?
I can see the difference. Of course. I train. I'm a gym rat. You know, I train and go to the gym every day. You know, and there's no excuse for me to get tired, for me to have weak legs or anything. So, you know, it's definitely the weight issue. So, you know, I'm not making any excuses. Not making any excuses. Just got to do what I got to do at 147 and prove to people that I'm what they thought I was going to be. So.
You got a pick for that?
Do I got a pick? No, I don't have a pick. You know, I grew up with Victor, you know, and we was good friends in the amateur, so I don't know. I don't have a pick. Mayweather's been a supporter of mine too, so I don't have a pick. I'm a spectator today. Yeah.
You have a message for the fans out there?
Message to the fans. 147, here I come. You guys are going to see me make some real noise at 147.
We hope to see you in the ring soon. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.